Lie number 64. Your sins can disqualify you from being used by God. This is one of the lies that comes to the minds of those who have committed sins that cause them to think that somehow they've jumped track now and God can never take their life and use it for His glory. And sometimes it's a lie that's taught in church, that you can commit sins so serious and so wrong that God will, as they say, set you on the shelf and not use you. That is totally untrue, and that has nothing to do with the message of the grace walk, because the message of grace is that God can redeem you. God can take the circumstances of your life, no matter what you might have done, and He can redeem your life and turn things around and use you for His glory. I used to say, well, you can't unscramble eggs, but the truth is we serve a God who can unscramble eggs. And I want to tell you, there's nothing you've ever done or nothing you ever could do that would keep God from using your life. The idea that you can commit sins that will disqualify you from being used by God is a lie that will keep you in bondage. For instance, think of Hebrews chapter 11. Look in the Bible in Hebrews chapter 11 and consider the people that are mentioned there. God mentioned folks like Noah. Noah was a man who, no sooner had he come off the ark until he got falling down drunk. Moses is mentioned here. Moses in Exodus chapter 2 verses 11 and 12 killed a man. Samson and David are on this list, even though they both committed adultery that's remembered even until this day. Down in chapter 11 and verse 31 of Hebrews, the Bible mentions Rahab the harlot. Rahab had been a harlot, and the Bible records that about her, and yet you know how that she was used by the Lord to protect His people in Israel. And so the truth is, there's no sin that you can commit that is so terrible that God cannot use you. And so look back over your past, think about the very worst thing you've ever done. Now take that thing in your mind, carry it to the cross and lay it down at the foot of the cross, and then visually in your own thinking, walk away from there and leave it there. The idea that you can commit sins that disqualify you from being used by God, that is so untrue. If I were to ask you who's the greatest man that ever lived, the greatest Christian who ever lived, who would you say? I suspect many would say the Apostle Paul. The Apostle Paul had been a murderer, and yet the Lord used him to write 2/3 of the New Testament. You might say, well, my sins were committed after I became a Christian. All right, well, what about Simon Peter? Peter denied Jesus at His crucifixion and ran out in shame and guilt, and I'm sure he wondered that if the Lord would ever be able to use him again. But when Jesus was raised from the dead and He spoke to the ladies, or He said, go tell the disciples and Peter that I'm alive. And He specifically mentioned him by name. I think the reason He mentioned Peter by name is because He wanted to let Peter know, you've not done something so terrible that I can't use your life. And it was in fact Peter on the day of Pentecost who preached that great Pentecostal message. Hebrews 11, again, read it. Look at those giants of faith mentioned there. Don't just read their names in chapter 11, but go back and look in the Old Testament at the history of those people and see some of the sins they committed. I think there's a subliminal message in Hebrews chapter 11 that says to you and me, no matter what you've done, no matter how low you've gone, no matter how far from God's plan for your life you might have drifted, God has redeemed you, and He will take all the circumstances of your life and He will use your life for His glory. So the teaching or idea then that you can commit sins that disqualify you from being used by God, that is a lie. It doesn't make any difference what the sin might be. God has forgiven you through the finished work of Jesus Christ at the cross, and He will use your life. God will use you no matter where you've been or what you've done. And that is a truth that will set you free in your own grace walk.